Welcome back to Cyber Sea of Galilee, DSMME, on this beautiful Sunday, February 7th. And this particular Sunday, the very first reading just kind of grabbed me because I disagreed with it. Now what is happening? It was from the book of Job, and it was in the 7th chapter, and it begins with Job saying, "Isn't all life a drudgery?" And I'm immediately reacting going, well, no, it's not. Now, I have to cut Job some slack because obviously he was suffering a tremendous amount, and that doesn't mean when I'm suffering a tremendous amount or you're not suffering a tremendous amount, we don't say life is really hard, life is tedious, life is a drudgery. But when we think it's in the scriptures, as Job is saying this, now Job redeems himself by the end, we all know this, but that one line is read throughout the universal church everywhere today. And I'm thinking, life is tedious? No. Life is a drudgery? No. Life is pure gift. Will there be times of tediousness and times of drudgery and everything else? Yes. And so I want to highlight Jesus, I trust in you, and the parable of the Good Shepherd. You see the sheep on the shepherd's shoulders. When we can't make it any further, or we've scratched our knees, or we've fallen, or we've hurt ourselves, or mentally the stress is too much, or the anxiety is too real, and we feel that we're falling perhaps somewhat into depression and life is just too tedious, we ask God, and the Good Shepherd will pick us up because he is always there. All we have to do is trust. And I think that is such an absolutely beautiful message to get from that first reading. And the gospel proves my thinking is correct because the gospel takes us to Peter and Andrew and Peter's mother-in-law being sick. And so what ends up happening before we get through these many lines, she's miraculously cured by Christ because Peter and Andrew trusted. Jesus, we trust in you. Please make Peter's mother-in-law well. And so it happened. All we have to do is ask. Now, does it happen instantaneously? No, because Jesus, God, is divine and looks into our hearts and knows the moment when our hearts are ready for the miracle. And do you know that there are some people who are such great saints that they would say, even if my heart is ready, Jesus, that you lift this cross for me, if it be your will that I carry it longer for the salvation of souls, is that not salvific redemption? Is that not carrying another's burden? Is that not picking up the little sheep who can't go any further and putting the little sheep on your own shoulders and carrying the little sheep? Let's pray to be big enough not to just get through life, but to be big enough to actually say life is pure gift. Every single moment of every single person's life from fertilization on is pure gift. And if I'm needed to help to bend down and carry another little sheep on my shoulders, give me that bigness of heart, that magnanimity by which my life will praise you, Lord, for all eternity. God bless. Stay in the Cyber Sea of Galilee, in Mary's heart next to Jesus, her son.